Okay, so let's get started. Hi everyone, it's me Kiyo and
Michael.
yes, well thank you for watching my YouTube video, our YouTube video.
Guest star.
Yes, well today it's just a little bit different because I speak English because we are going to answer a lot of questions, and then Michael study Japanese really hard right now, so maybe in the future he's gonna speak Japanese like very fluently, but now just talk about in English. So let's just get started with our introduction, okay? So I think you start first.
Well, as you know, my name is Michael, and I was raised in British Columbia, or I was born in British Columbia, and then I was raised in Saskatchewan. We moved when I was about grade 3. I'm from a single parent household. My mom is a nurse. We lived in a small kind of rural town, and I am a twin. I have a twin brother, and I have an older sister who sometimes appears in videos, and a younger sister. And I was always an artsy kid and making art from a very early age. I was obsessed with Sailor Moon and cartoons for a long time, and then I basically started doing art in university. I took a university class when I was in grade 12, and I've been in the arts ever since. So that's my main kind of world. Is I work in a museum now, and I also make my own art. I've always been just a very creative person and a big fan of traveling and learning new cultures. I'm also big fan of pizza. I make my own pizza. And I love hanging out with dogs and just very normal. What about you? Who are you?
So my name is Kiyo, you already know, and I'm from Japan. I was born and raised in Yokosuka. If you know where, that's great. Basically, like, there is a big American Navy base over there. So when I was grew up, there are many like American friends over there. So that's why kind of like, start realizing that, oh, there is a new culture and then other country exists here in this world. You're a child and you don't even know like, other country. But that was a very good cultural awakening moment. I grew up in the same household like you. I have my mom and then 3 siblings, and I have basically 3 brothers. So it was really fun. We had a very fun childhood, and when I was 20, I put myself in gear and started studying English so that I had the opportunity to work for American companies. I really wanted to live some other country. That's why I got the working holiday visa to Canada. Let's get to another question. So how we met each other. So as I say, in 2019, I decided to go to Canada, and I choose Toronto because Toronto is looks really cool city, and then close to New York. I love New York City, so that's why this is the only thing that I chose Canada, Toronto, Canada, because looks cool.
That's how I chose Toronto too, though. Like, I went to university in Toronto. I was like, this looks cool. I want to hang out in Toronto, and
Right. Anyway,
how did we meet?
Yeah, so we're meet on Tinder first.
Yeah, we were chatting a little bit on Tinder. I don't really remember it well. I remember we were chatting, and I remember I was throwing dance parties at the time because I was a big fan of music. So I was throwing a dance party, and you're like, what are you up to that night? I was like, I'm throwing a dance party. And I felt like you were like, oh, that's kind of cool or intriguing. So I invited you and your friend.
Yes, I went to a party.
And was that party
Dance
very
party.
popular?
Right.
Was it?
It was not.
It was dead.
It was definitely not. But you know, we finally met each other in person.
And we
It
were
was like
chatting.
yeah.
And I remember being like, oh, what a cutie. And I hope he thinks I'm really cute as this DJ. You know?
After that, like we went to another date.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a date.
Yeah, Michael thought that was a date, but I thought that was just a hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't know, like I'm kind
We went
of
to a coffee shop. It was very relaxed.
yeah, it was really like relaxed, and we went to coffee shop, and then we went for window shoppings and stuff, and then
Yeah.
it was really nice. But for me, that time I was just hanging out with a friend.
It wasn't romantic. I'm not an idiot, so I was getting friendship vibes, or he, you know, but I still thought he was so nice, and I thought we had lots in common. So yeah, I guess on our next consecutive date, like after hanging out for a little while, we saw this movie, and it was called Long Shot, and it's about this guy. Do you remember this? It was about this guy, Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah.
And then Charlize Theron, and they're from different worlds. And then basically Seth Rogen goes for it, and like he ends up getting the hot girl. And I'm watching this, and I'm thinking like I should go for Kiyo. Like I'll take my shot. So
Dun dun dun.
So I did.
That happens. So what you say? Like, would you be my boyfriend?
No,
or
I
something
didn't.
like
But
that? Or,
we said like
just-
like are we dating? Basically, what's happening here?
Oh
is
yeah,
the
like
question.
are we? What? What's
It
the
was like we
question?
were kissing a little bit.
Yeah,
I was just
kissing a
like,
little bit.
like, yeah, I guess like, I wanted to define these a little bit more in my head, but basically we kissed.
And then we kind of like you were saying that to me was like, you know, let's just like step forward to
Yeah.
the next level or something like that.
I would just wanted to make out more basically.
Yeah, and then I was like, what?
Yes.
Because like I thought that was the friendship kind of relationship.
Mhm.
So I just like a little confused. Like I didn't know that you thought that way. So you know, yeah, we met on Tinder, but yeah, I know it's in my mind that I'm just not like kind of a person that jump onto a relationship all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then what happened next?
so so I was really confused. I mean, like, you know, what you said was really grateful, and then it was really touching. I appreciate that, but I was not ready. So we went to another date.
Yeah.
And we went to Trinidad Woods, and it was in May, and you can see all the sakura cherry blossom trees. And we went to that trees under the tree, and I say, Michael, I'm sorry. I thought we were friends. So
You said you want to just be friends.
just wanna be friends. So that's what I say. And then
And my heart was broken.
Michael was just keep smiling, and then Michael was like, oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
I thought we were such a good match. I was like, what? How does he not see how great we are? That was my thought. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it was-
okay, I guess. But I was like, doesn't he see how cool we are together? So
Yeah,
yeah, of course I'm not gonna be a jerk.
At that moment, I didn't realize that like we are such a good team together. But you know, that was a good realization for me. I kind of like aware of his existence as future boyfriend or something like that, future partner.
So we continued being friends basically. Like that's
Yeah.
what happened, and we hung out a few more times.
Right.
And I remember very specifically, we had a barbecue at my friend's house, and Kiyo was invited, and my sister also came. And I just remember looking at him and just being like, "Why doesn't he get it?" Like, We're
It's
so
funny
good.
because at the barbecue, Michael's sister was there too, and I talked to Michael's sister too as well, and she said, "Oh, like Kiyo is a very good person. Why don't you just be together or something like that?" She asked to you, and then you say, "I already did."
I gave it a shot. It didn't happen.
Anyway, and fast forward, it was June.
Yeah, and it's
June
Pride.
23rd. I think if you know Toronto, there's a big Pride parade, and this is my first Pride parade in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until then, I kind of I was thinking oh, Michael is a really nice person, and I kind of regret that I rejected first on that day, on the 23rd of June, after the Pride parade. We were, hang out. And
We were hanging out in this forest park, and it was a dance party. And another thing that you should know is we just went to the parade, and we were covered in glitter.
Yeah.
Because there was someone throwing glitter outside their windows, so we were all sparkly.
Right. During the after party.
Yeah. He's like, let's chat a little bit, and you're looking at my eyes, and then you're like, remember what I said at the cherry blossoms, and I'm having flashbacks because it's not a good moment. But you were like, I needed to take some time. I would like to explore this more with you, or I would like to date you, or I like you now, basically.
Yeah, basically I say that. I say now I'm ready to be your, to be on a relationship with you. So if you're still thinking about me, then let's just do it. So
And I was pumped. And there's all these
That's nice.
photos of us covered in glitter, just and you can see it in my face that I'm smiling so hard.
I think I'm gonna show you I show you that picture right now. So yeah, please look. But anyway, yeah, we're just really sweaty and then covered with glitter. I couldn't say glitter.
Yeah.
But it was a really nice time, and then it's just nice that we're part of the LGBTQ members, and then our relationship flourished after the Pride parade.
Yeah,
that was very iconic.
It's important for us.
Yeah.
Pride. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's our relationship story, I guess.
And then we start dating, and it goes really good.
So do you remember it was happening in 2019 June? Do you know what's gonna happen in 2020?
No, we didn't. No one predicted. So
do you know
March.
what's happened? The COVID happenings in 2020.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about it, but it's gonna be a next video, so
Okay.
stay tuned.
Make sure you like and subscribe and follow Kiyo, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.